Hey everyone, this video is all about DEFQON.1 Festival 2019. It was my first DEFCON, so I have a lot to talk about. Everything from the stages to the DJs, the insane production quality, the extremely hot weather, and so much more. Welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who don't know me yet, I'm Cotton Candy. I travel the world vlogging and reviewing music festivals, so if you want to see music festivals from different countries all over the world, definitely subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any awesome videos. I attended my first DEFCON 1 last month, which was a big deal for me. I finally crossed it off my bucket list after years of watching DEFCON 1 live sets on YouTube and listening to the anthems and just being a hard dance music fan in general. And so in this very detailed review, I'm going to tell you everything about the festival and what it was really like and if it measures up to the hype or not. A quick overview of DEFCON 1 is that it's the biggest, most famous hard dance music event in the whole world. It's basically like the mecca for all hard dance music lovers. It's held every year in June, located in Biddinghuizen, Netherlands. I always have a hard time saying it. I think it's Biddinghuizen. The festival was 3 days long, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but Friday is like a short day, so it's only open from 8 p.m. until 2 a.m. Then Saturday and Sunday, it's from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., which is 11 to 23, 24-hour clock. Yeah. But Saturday there's an after party that actually goes until 4 a.m. and it's been confirmed, I guess, that next year the festival will be 4 days instead of 3. So I'm guessing what that'll look like is that Thursday will be the shorter day and then you'll have a full day for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And if that's the case, maybe Friday and Saturday will both have after parties. I don't know, but I'm excited to see what they do. A quick overview of the cost. The weekend ticket, which is the 3-day pass with the fees included, is around 165 euros, 185 US dollars. The premium weekend ticket, which is like the VIP 3-day pass, is around 305 euros, 340 US dollars. I attended DEFCON with premium. This is my premium wristband. It's really ugly compared to the general admission one. It's just like gray and it's really boring. The other ones were really colorful. I did take advantage of the premium viewing decks at the bigger stages like the red, blue, and black stages. The main visuals, like their big thing, are lasers and fireworks, and so being on those decks was actually a really good view for all the lasers. The weather was insane. It was so ridiculously hot, guys. It was miserable. I went back and checked the temperature and it said it was only 88 degrees, but I swear it felt like it was 99, 100. Literally everybody at that festival was sunburned. I was sunburned so bad. I got like a heat rash. Like my body has never been through this and it was freaking out. Here's the map for DEFCON 1. This is the physical one that they handed out. It's very clearly marked and legible. It has all the stages and every information you might need to know, but I genuinely never look at the map for any festival I go to until after the event because basically I'm just being crazy and having so much fun and I forget to check the map. So looking at this now, this actually would have been really helpful while I was there. But you know, I've been there now and I know where everything is anyways. Here's a photo of DEFCON 1 from above. I mean, it's a pretty big festival. Like, it's a really big location. It's really nice. It has the water. I liked it. There are 10 stages at DEFCON. Let's see if I can name them all without looking at them. So we have the red stage, which is the main stage, blue, black, yellow, UV, indigo, silver, gold, purple, and magenta. 8 out of 10. That's pretty good for my first time. This year's main stage, the red stage, was a super cool design. The design is crazy every year, but this was my first time experiencing one, so I guess it was like extra special. It looks like it had different elements from some of the other Q-Dance stages that they'd done in the past. I just really like the tiger and that was the mouth. The main stage is like pretty simple with visuals during the daytime because it doesn't really have like any screens or anything. It's just like the structure and it has like a few lights going on. But when it turns to dusk, when it gets dark, the main stage visuals get crazy with lasers and fireworks and it's just insane. The blue stage was honestly my favorite stage. The visuals were crazy, like the lasers and the lights. It was just overstimulation. The first day, my friend Kat mentioned how she would hate to be a photographer and shooting that stage because the front of the stage is just like this orange DEFCON logo, and then there are these giant obnoxious bars going down the middle, kind of getting in the way of your view, and they were like bright orange. Like my videos, those bars definitely are getting in the way. They're not super attractive, but what was really cool about the bars is they did that to create super crazy light shows. So the bars had lights all the way down them, so they would like start here and then they would move this way and do crazy things with the lights, and then they would curve and make crazy like designs, and I loved it. Maybe it wasn't great for shooting photos, but when you're there, it was just like overstimulation to be like drowned with all those lights and lasers, and it was insane, and it was my favorite. So the black stage had a really cool design in the front, and then it had these elements running along the top of the ceiling, and they would move, and again, the lasers at this stage were just insane. I really liked it. Some of my favorite sets were there. The UV stage was kind of a disappointment. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but like just the design aesthetic, it was really small, and then the main aspect was like a sword, which if you're looking at the stage, you're not looking at the sword, you're looking right here, and it was just kind of weird. I didn't hate it, but like it was not my favorite. The magenta stage was like a teepee. It was like Native American theme. This was the yellow stage. I'm not really sure what it is, but yeah. This was the gold stage, which I only visited for a short period of time for Dune's set. I never saw the silver stage. Again, I didn't really look at the map. So I went to the gold stage, and apparently gold and silver were back to back, and I had no idea. So I was at the gold stage and I had no indication that I should walk around and that there would be another stage there. I can't find a picture of the indigo stage, even though that stage was poppin', and I don't have videos of it because when I did go there, like I said, it was poppin'. There was a huge crowd, so I was like in the back, in the shade, because it was really hot that day. There was also this little stage area, not really a stage, but it was playing like different music other than hard dance. It was like house, and there was dubstep some of the times, but it was really cool that they did that because for whatever reason, if you wanted a change of pace, if you just wanted to chill, a break from hard dance, you can go there and hang out, cleanse your palate before you head back to the hard dance. Then there was this other DJ booth area that wasn't a stage, but it was like a tunnel that spinned, and it was insane. So it looks like it's spinning slowly, but when you get in there, it feels so much faster. Like the first time we went in, I was falling. I literally fell on my butt and was like, it was taking me with it. My friend lost her shoe. Like, it was really hard. I just wonder what it was like to DJ for that tunnel. All you see are people like going crazy and like falling and dying, and must have been really humorous. Then there's a stage in the campsite that's like always playing music. Again, I will do a separate video where I talk about all about the camping aspect of DEF CON. Here's the timetable for DEFQON.1 2019. It is insane, and I know it's really hard to look at on like a video, on a YouTube video, so I'll post the link in the description so you can view the whole thing in full size. Basically, almost every DJ in the hard dance music scene plays at DEFQON.1 because it's a huge festival with lots of time slots. There's 10 stages, and so they have a lot of DJ space to fill. My personal top 3 favorite sets of DEFQON.1 2019 weekend were Rebellion at the blue stage, D-Block and Estefan and DJ Isaac on the main stage on Sunday, and then Psycho Punks at the after party on Saturday. Malice at the blue stage on Saturday, they were actually like the #1 person I wanted to see at DEF CON this year, and they didn't disappoint. The bass during their set was so insane. All my videos from their set are completely ruined because the bass was just like aggressively shaking my camera, and it was super awesome. My honorable mentions would be Dr. Peacock at the black stage, Atmospheres and Code Black at the red stage on Sunday. Sepha's closing set was really awesome, of course, and it was actually the first time a hardcore DJ, a higher BPM DJ of any kind, closed the main stage at DEF CON, which was a big deal, and he didn't disappoint. And these aren't like sets, but there is Power Hour on Saturday, the end show on Saturday, and then the closing ritual on Sunday. Power Hour is branded as the most intense 60 minutes of your life, and it's true to that statement. It's an hour of pure craziness. It's basically just a bunch of insane build-ups and drops. Like, it doesn't give you much of a break. There's all this stuff they do to get the crowd engaged, and it's just legendary, and it's not something you should miss, especially for your first time at DEF CON. The thing is, though, is it was Saturday at 1 o'clock, so at 13. That was the hottest time of DEFQON.1. I already told you guys how bad the heat was, and it was was the worst at that moment on Saturday. Of course, the sun was high in the sky, beating down on us, and I had already been at the main stage for a few hours before Power Hour, and I was dying. Like, being in that sun, it just took a toll on me. I literally felt like I was gonna pass out. I went to go see Malice instead, and it was in the blue stage, so it was covered. They had huge fans, it was like air conditioned, and it was just so much better. And then there's the end show on Saturday, which is just insane. It is the epitome of what DEFCON can do with their visuals, and the production quality is just off the charts. You can check out my DEFCON.1 Saturday vlog if you wanna see it, but also like the whole thing is live on YouTube right now, so you can go check that out too. And then on Sunday, there's the closing ritual at the end of the festival, which is similar. Super crazy laser and fireworks show, also on YouTube already. They had a huge selection of merchandise for guys and girls and accessories. They actually handed this out, this little booklet of everything they have, so you could be ready like when you went through the line and then went up front to pick your stuff. This is cool, but I think it's a little extra. So you have all the different pages. This banana, that's a bomb. That's the Power Hour like logo. So my Power Hour tank top that I wore on Saturday, and I didn't go to Power Hour because I was at Malice because it was way too hot at the red stage. Yeah, and then I got these shorts. The festival runs on a token currency, which is like you have to exchange your money for paper tokens, and 1 token is equal to 3 euros, which is like $3.30, and so it's just like a weird conversion rate. There's like a good variety of food. There's like burgers and pizza and pasta and sandwiches and a lot of fry stands. The food averaged like 3 to 4 tokens, which is a lot. I found this sandwich place and their sandwiches were only 2 tokens, and that was like my spot all weekend. They do have free water stations, which is really great. I've been to festivals that don't have free water and it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, do you want people to die? In addition to the free water, those areas also had free sunscreen. Like, shout out DEFCON, that's really awesome that you were actually paying attention to the heat and worried about your attendees. Like, it really came through. Every day, obviously, I would put on sunscreen before we headed to the festival, but it was so hot, the sun was blazing. I definitely utilized putting more sunscreen on while I was there at the festival. As far as charging your phone goes, there are no charging stations. The only charging option they had at the festival were for you to buy these little power banks, and it was like 7 tokens, which is like 21 euros. That's a lot of money, and it was just one. Like, and if you wanted to recharge, you had to pay another like 1.5 tokens or 2 tokens or something, and that just adds up when you have to keep paying just to charge your phone. Not a fan of that. One of the many things that's really cool about DEFCON and makes it really unique is that it's a music and arts festival. Like, they go above and beyond not to just be a music festival, but there's like art installations everywhere, things that you can interact with, and they just really pay attention to that. A bunch of really awesome places where you can sit down and chill. Like, there's this whole section of DEFCON called To Fargania, and there's just all these cool places for you to like relax. It's away from the stages, but you can still kind of hear the music of the main stage. It's by some water, and it's really nice. Like I said, it's more than just a music festival. There's literally so many different activities and experiences that are also going on. It being my first DEFCON, I obviously wasn't aware of a lot of the really cool things they do, especially on Sunday Fun Day. They just do all this crazy stuff. Like, I guess there's Sunday morning specials, breakfast at one of the stages, an airbed concert where I guess they have just a bunch of airbeds where you can go lie down on, and then there's like a pianist playing hardstyle songs, I guess. I have no idea. Like I said, I missed out on basically all this stuff because I didn't know it existed. But next year, I'm gonna do all those things, mark my words. If you've seen any of my other music festival review videos, you've heard me say how important the crowd is. It can either make or break a festival. It's just like the people you're surrounded with. Their energy can have a really great effect on you. They can either hype you up or bring you down. The crowd at DEFCON was amazing. Those people are definitely my people. The demographic of the crowd is really different than like North American festivals. Like, I swear 85-90% of the attendees at DEFCON are tall, shirtless, white European men. yeah, but they're all really cool. I had really good interactions with everyone. The hard dance music community is just so great. Like, it's really all one big family, and I really felt that going to DEFQON.1. The DJs and the crowd are on the same page. We're on the same level. We're partying together. It was just a really great atmosphere. That's one thing that really stood out to me that I really loved about DEF CON is their commitment to including the crowd in all of the things that they do. Especially Sunday Fun Day, they like to throw out a lot of things in the crowd for people to like interact with. But like for the main stage of DEF CON, there's literally a walkway that goes from the front of the stage in between the crowd, and they do that so all the different DJs and MCs can actually go and interact with the crowd more, and I just think it's really cool that they do that. The only thing I didn't like about the festival was their trash problem. They have a huge littering problem. I mean, I know I complained about the heat, but that's obviously not Q Dance's fault, and based on what people said about the previous years, it might be cooler next year. But the trash, that's what I have a problem with. It was just different. I guess I'm used to North American festivals mostly where we're really respectful and we try not to litter. I mean, every festival has a trash problem, but you don't understand. DEF CON's floors were like just trash, and some people said, well, that's just European festivals for you. And now that I'm thinking back, I'm trying to think at like Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland did kind of have a trash problem, but it wasn't nearly as bad as DEF CON. DEF CON was like trash land. But that was my only issue with the festival. Overall, DEFQON.1 is one of the biggest and best music festivals in the whole world. The production quality is unmatched. It is by far the craziest festival I've ever been to. The lasers are insane. The fireworks are insane. I'm never gonna get over this, and I can't communicate it to you through this video. I hope any hard dance lover out there, you have to make it to DEF CON one day. You just have to. Right now, I would say it's tied with EDC Las Vegas for my favorite festival of all time. I can't say one is better than the other right now, like EDC Las Vegas is home, but now that I've been to DEF CON, it also feels like home already. They're just so different, which is why they're tied for first place. I think I'll actually do a separate YouTube video where I compare the two, DEF CON and EDC, my favorite festivals, because yeah, there's a lot that I could go into. But there's a lot of similarities that they share, which is probably why I like both of them so much. I'll be back at DEF CON 1 again next year for 2020. I honestly cannot picture myself missing a DEF CON ever again, to be honest. It was just so awesome. If you went to DEF CON this year, definitely let me know in the comments section. What was your favorite set? What did you think about the festival? And definitely let me know if you're going next year. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, definitely do so for more videos on DEF CON 1 coming in the near future. Don't forget to check out my vlogs if you want to see what the festival was really like from an attendee's point of view. And yeah, thanks again for watching, and until next time, peace out, Girl Scouts.